Yo, what's good? So I just caught SportsCenter on ESPN, and the entire panel was absolutely losing their minds about multiple massive and interconnected stories involving the New York Knicks that have fans simultaneously excited about potential blockbuster roster additions while also fascinated by the internal roster dynamics currently playing out. There's absolutely seismic reporting emerging that Knicks head coach Mike Brown has personally and directly requested that the front office seriously evaluate acquiring Klay Thompson from the struggling Dallas Mavericks in what would be a franchise-altering move. But there's also major news about the Knicks planning a significant trade deadline move, with Tyler Kolek having completely lost his role as the backup point guard, and, according to NBA insiders, the Knicks could aggressively target another backup point guard via trade. One name that continues to be mentioned repeatedly that New York could target is Jose Alvarado from the New Orleans Pelicans. Let's start with the absolutely bombshell Klay Thompson reporting, because this is genuinely seismic according to the SportsCenter crew. Klay Thompson is currently with the Dallas Mavericks and is experiencing legitimately the worst start to any season of his entire Hall of Fame career. The numbers are genuinely shocking and difficult to comprehend for a player of his legendary caliber and championship pedigree. Thompson is averaging only 6 points per game with horrific shooting percentages, just 31.6% from the field overall, and an even more concerning 26.4% from three-point range. The offensive impact that made Thompson a household name and multiple-time NBA champion has diminished significantly and dramatically. Hey, what's up, everyone? Before we jump into this massive Lakers news, I just want to ask you for a quick favor that would mean the world to me. If you could just take 1 second right now and hit that like button, it would be incredibly important to me and helps this channel grow so much. I know it seems like a small thing, but those likes genuinely make a huge difference in getting this content out to more Lakers fans who need to stay updated on everything happening with this team. So seriously, just tap that like button real quick. It literally takes 1 second, and it helps me out more than you know. At the same time, the Dallas Mavericks organization is occupying dead last place in the Western Conference standings and presenting the absolute worst offensive efficiency rating in the entire league, despite having what should be competitive talent. The contrast is genuinely remarkable and concerning. Desperately searching for answers and solutions, Mavericks head coach Jason Kidd made the significant decision to demote Thompson to the second unit and bench role, clearly indicating that the coaching staff and front office no longer view Klay as a principal piece of their offensive system moving forward. The SportsCenter panel emphasized that without Luka Doncic healthy and available, and without a consistent primary creator capable of generating offensive advantages and quality looks, Thompson's entire playing style has become isolated and disconnected from what Dallas is trying to accomplish. His role has been severely reduced, and his opportunities to showcase his elite shooting repertoire have drastically diminished because there's simply nobody creating those catch-and-shoot looks for him anymore. Thompson's current contract is 3 years worth $50 million total. Although his market value has definitely fallen from its peak, the analysts emphasized that Klay is still extremely valuable for competitive contending teams, especially organizations that desperately need floor spacing and veteran playoff experience in high-pressure postseason scenarios. And this is precisely where the New York Knicks enter the picture as an absolutely perfect destination. The Knicks are actively searching for high-level elite shooters and players with championship decision-making mentality to strengthen and complement the core they've built around Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby, and Karl Anthony Towns. And this is where it gets absolutely fascinating. Mike Brown, who knows Klay Thompson profoundly and intimately from their extended time together in Golden State during the Warriors dynasty years, sees in Thompson exactly the profile and intangibles that are currently missing from the Knicks roster. According to sources close to the situation, Mike Brown has directly and personally requested that the Knicks front office carefully evaluate with serious consideration the genuine possibility of acquiring Thompson in a trade. Brown is highlighting several critical factors that make Klay the perfect fit. His silent leadership style that doesn't require verbal motivation, his proven ability to impact winning without needing the ball in his hands constantly, his extensive NBA Finals experience across multiple championship runs, and the winning culture and championship mentality he would bring to a Knicks locker room that's trying to take that final step. The Sports Center crew emphasized that for Mike Brown, Klay Thompson isn't just a tactical piece or a shooting specialist to plug into rotations. Thompson represents an emotional and competitive stabilizer who elevates everyone around him through his professionalism and championship pedigree. Brown coached Thompson during some of his best years and understands exactly how to maximize his abilities within an offensive system. In the Knicks' motion-heavy offense, with elite creators like Brunson generating quality looks, Thompson would thrive in ways he simply cannot in Dallas's dysfunctional current system. But now, let's talk about the other major trade news, because the Knicks are planning a significant deadline move, according to the panel. Mike Brown has the starting unit playing well and has the bench playing well, but he's also shortened the rotation down to approximately 10 players who are getting consistent, meaningful minutes, and Tyler Kolek has completely fallen out of that rotation. He's not part of the regular playing rotation anymore whatsoever. According to reporting from Empire Sports Media, Tyler Kolek has been out of the rotation for the past 3 consecutive games, with his only playing time coming during garbage time minutes and blowouts. Head coach Mike Brown spent the early part of this season genuinely experimenting with different lineup combinations to see which rotations work best and provide optimal results. But his rotation has become significantly more settled over the past several games. And that definitively means that Tyler Kolek is not receiving any legitimate minutes. But if you look at the bench composition, especially with them not utilizing Tyler Kolek, the Knicks could desperately use another legitimate backup point guard. And that's one of the primary reasons New York wanted to keep Malcolm Brogdon on this roster before he unexpectedly retired. And that organizational desire and need hasn't changed whatsoever, according to the Sports Center analysis. According to reporting from Stefan Bondy with the New York Post, when Malcolm Brogdon unexpectedly retired from professional basketball, the Knicks were left with a significant problem that still genuinely hasn't been solved: the backup point guard position. This issue actually goes back 2 seasons ago, essentially to when New York traded Immanuel Quickley to Toronto. The Knicks have since given the backup point guard job to multiple players, including Miles McBride, Alec Burks, Dwayne Washington, Cam Payne, and Tyler Kolek. None of those players have stuck in the role successfully. In the specific case of McBride, he's certainly a capable, talented player, but it's simply not his natural position according to the panel. McBride is a 2-guard with scoring instincts trapped in a point guard's body, so it's crystal clear that the Knicks still desperately want to add a legitimate backup point guard to this roster. But if they want to accomplish that, there are only 2 realistic ways to add another player to the team. First, they can wait until they can afford to sign a veteran player at a prorated minimum salary and add that player at that specific time. Or second, they can execute a trade to acquire someone. But here's the significant problem, according to the Sports Center crew. If the Knicks wait to sign a veteran on a prorated salary, they're going to be waiting a very, very long time. According to reporting from BasketballNews.com, New York is currently less than $150,000 beneath the second luxury tax apron threshold, which they absolutely cannot exceed under any circumstances due to the new CBA restriction. According to NBA insider Jake Fisher of the Stein Line, this financial reality means the team literally cannot sign a prorated veteran minimum contract until April 2nd. That means making a trade is by far the fastest way for the Knicks to solve this backup point guard problem. But if the Knicks are going to execute a trade, who exactly are they going to target? What player are they most likely going to add to this roster? The Sports Center panel will tell you. It's a player who fits Mike Brown's defensive system absolutely perfectly. And that player is Jose Alvarado from the New Orleans Pelicans. According to Stefan Bondy's reporting with the New York Post, If Tyler Kolek is indeed genuinely unsuited for the backup point guard role, and the issue is primarily defense, then the Knicks are left with the exact same need they've had for the past 2 seasons. This is especially concerning because of Mike Brown's publicly stated goal of significantly easing the workload and minutes burden on Jalen Brunson. Brown wants his all-star point guard playing roughly 34 minutes per game, instead of the 38-40 he was logging previously. And he wants Brunson playing more off the ball in secondary actions. The Knicks can continue plugging the hole with different ball handlers throughout the roster, but the reality is none of them is a true natural point guard, and a similar Band-Aid approach burned the Knicks badly in the past 2 playoff runs when depth became critical. Or, alternatively, they can make a trade to solve this definitively. The reporting lists 2 primary options that wouldn't cost excessive assets and could fill the role with genuine experience, competence, and defensive ability: Jose Alvarado and Dante Exum. While there are 2 names being discussed, the SportsCenter crew is going to focus primarily on Jose Alvarado because, in their assessment, he is the absolutely perfect player to add to this roster under Mike Brown's new defensive system and philosophy. And the genuinely good news for New York is that Alvarado is available for trade, or at minimum he will be available come the February trade deadline. According to reporting from NBA insider Brett Siegel and broken down by NBA Central, Jose Alvarado is definitely a name to watch closely on the trade market, as multiple teams around the league are showing strong interest in acquiring him. According to Siegel's sources, multiple franchises have expressed legitimate interest in Jose Alvarado through back-channel conversations over recent years. So clearly Alvarado is going to be available come the trade deadline, which is excellent news for New York. It's also beneficial for the Knicks because Alvarado is on an expiring contract, so even if the fit doesn't work out perfectly after he's traded to New York, the organization can simply walk away in free agency with no long-term financial harm done. But in the panel's opinion, Alvarado is going to fit this system absolutely perfectly. Why? He's a great playmaker off the bench who can run an offense. He can hit the 3-point shot reliably, but most importantly, his defense is genuinely elite. Alvarado can play great on-ball defense, great off-ball defense, and he's exceptional at playing the passing lanes and generating steals and deflection. The SportsCenter analysts will say it again for emphasis. Under Mike Brown's defensive system and philosophy, Jose Alvarado playing for this Knicks team will absolutely thrive and maximize his abilities. According to analysis from Bleacher Report, Jose Alvarado would fit in as an immediate reinforcement and impact player. Despite never being a starter during his time in New Orleans, Alvarado has consistently shown the ability to organize an offense and contribute in both playmaking and outside shooting, averaging 6.8 assists per 36 minutes last season and performing above league average from beyond the 3-point arc over the last 2 seasons combined. His defensive energy and intensity would complement the team's aggressive identity perfectly. The panel emphasized that with New York right now, whether it's the starters or the Knicks players coming off the bench, everyone is playing aggressively and with intensity on both sides of the ball. And Jose Alvarado absolutely fits that organizational identity and culture. The Knicks are very likely adding another player via trade at the deadline, either another backup big man or a backup point guard. And honestly, if they went the backup point guard route and specifically targeted Jose Alvarado, the SportsCenter crew is not going to be upset at that trade or that move whatsoever, because New York is genuinely trying to win a championship now. They want more proven veterans on this roster. And if you can acquire a player like Jose Alvarado, who can do so many different things for New York when he's out on the floor, the analysts have absolutely no problem with that acquisition. But bringing this all together, if Mike Brown gets his way and the front office successfully executes his vision by acquiring both Klay Thompson to provide championship shooting and experience, plus Jose Alvarado to solidify the backup point guard position, the Knicks would instantly transform into overwhelming favorites to represent the Eastern Conference in the NBA Final. So that was the full SportsCenter breakdown of Mike Brown personally demanding the Klay Thompson trade, plus the Knicks' plans to acquire Jose Alvarado at the deadline.